Banks with his bucket as Bama runs the other way. Wrightsell on the wing, stops, pops, drops. His first three of the season. Check that, they're going to say it was a 2-point lead over Asheville. Driving and having it taken away by Sherrill was Jordan Marsh. Bama runs the other way. Wrightsell lays it up, got it to go.
Alabama's strength of schedule is going to be probably number 1 or 2 in the country, so that would be a good problem to have, but got to remain focused here in the second half.
Wrightsell gives it off to Sears. Right corner, 3, bottom. Bama's lead is cut to 78-47. Holloway working to the elbow, now into the paint. Fires it into the corner, around the horn. Bama works it. Mo Diabate for 3. Wide open, makes the hard work pay off. Gives it off, gets it back. Sears, hesitation move in the paint. Fires a pass somehow to Wrightsell. Latrell, little teardrop, left side, got it to go. Wouldn't go, again contested by Clifford. Here's Bama running. Driving is Wrightsell's players on the Bama roster. Hits the first free throw, however. Joining Aiden Holloway, Aiden Sherrill, and Jaron Stevenson. No good from Marsh. Rebounded by Bama. Here comes the tie the other way. Wrightsell playing off of the screen. Let's fly from 3, bottom.
Terrence Ford attacking the paint. Trying to hit it off to Marshall, but right there, the Crimson Tide. Wrightsell. Clifford!
Beautiful move. Latrell Wrightsell penetrating into the paint, dropping it off.
From Alabama.
Well, they've been able to turn defense into offense, and when they can get out and run, it's Latrell Wrightsell finding a piece of the pace and dropping it off to the big dog, Clifford Amore.
Wrightsell puts it up. Couldn't connect, but will go to the free throw line. Sauce in his last 2 years with the Razorbacks.
Arkansas State, you're right there. Both teams are struggling. Get into the half.
14 of the 31 points for the Red Wolves at the free throw line. Will go from Marshall, and there's a foul and a collision between Wrightsell and Kobe Julian. Wrightsell knocks down the first. This is one of the most efficient players in college basketball. 4th most efficient player in the country
to get the game open.
5-point Crimson Tide lead. Sears makes it 7.
That hesitation dribble that he uses when he's going.
Phylon. In and out on that 3. Sherrill fights for the board. Wrightsell, the extra step, and the 3.
Another one, the offensive rebound, the work by Aiden Sherrill.
Darian Ford keeps the possession alive. Terrence Ford's pass stolen away by Wrightsell.
Come away with the steal.
Jaron Stevenson on the floor with 4 fouls. Phylon finds Clifford.
That's a beautiful play. You go guard, pick and roll with the short roll and have a playmaker to make that decision to drop it off to Amore.
Amore then with a defensive. Marshall fighting in. Couldn't get it.
This is just the type of game it's going to be.
Run into the 1-and-1 is missed. It stays a 5-point Alabama lead. Darian Reed, the spin, the score, the freshman.
Beautiful footwork on the spin move and the power dribble. Arkansas State have another defensive stand and a run in them to get back into this game. The momentum has flipped over to the Tide.
Latrell Wrightsell Jr. makes it 10.
A rare drive all the way to the cup for Latrell Wrightsell, and a great decision. But just not able to finish.
Floater from the logo, won't go for Todd. Marshall too strong. There's Mark Sears. Finding Reed. Phylon, yes.
Good cut to the basket by LeBaron Phylon. Wrightsell with the opportunity could have cut to the basket.
Last media timeout. Garcia now going baseline. Cut off by Wrightsell. Jumper no good from the right corner. Rebounded by the Tide. Pass ahead to Reed, who had it stripped, got fouled, and Sherrill rebounds it for the Tide. Gives it ahead to Sears. Behind the back with the dribble. Extra pass into the corner to Wrightsell. Flips it out to Mark. Left alone. That's a mistake. Knocks it home for the first three-pointer of the game for the Tide. Ball's batted around and picked up and running out with it. The Cowboys. Breed in the open floor. Puts it up. Swatted away by the trailer Stevenson. Bama, a nice job of getting back defensively. McNeese will have the ball, though, with 8:15 to go in the first half.
Yeah, nice job with their team transition defense. It was Latrell Wrightsell stopping the ball, allowing Jaron Stevenson to come in late and block the shot.
And LeBaron directing traffic. Hands it off to Wrightsell. Steps into a three. Too strong. Rebound claimed by Nelson. He will pick it up. Finds Wrightsell again. Let it fly, big fella. Bottom. Timeout, Will Wade and McNeese.
Can't give these Alabama guards too many open looks. Latrell Wrightsell, who's not shot the ball well through the first few games of the season, just 2 for 13 coming into this game. Just missed one, but good shooters. Eventually, they're going to fall.
Cowboys inbounds to Stevenson, back to Sears in the corner. Thought about a three, instead drives, dishes to Nelson, back to Mark, right corner. Goes baseline, swings a pass to Wrightsell. Far side three, bottom.
That's great offense. Mark Sears got down the baseline, and as he got cut off, Latrell Wrightsell slid to that left corner, understanding that Mark would find him if he got open. He did, and knocks down his second of the game.
Applied by the Cowboys. Over to Wrightsell, far side. Latrell on the drive, gets cut off by Cooper, gives it back out to Sears. Mark, back to Wrightsell, corner three, bottom.
When he lets it go, you're shocked if it doesn't go in, especially when he's in rhythm. And Mark Sears finds him again in the corner.
Sincere Parker, 6'3", 195 at a senior, knocks it home. Top of the arc, Reed kicks it over to Wrightsell, fakes a three, drives to the baseline, flips it underhanded to Sears. Deep three, bottom. Good Lord. Shoot as Wrightsell will work to his right. Backdoor look, ball batted around, saved by Sherrill. Back into the corner, Wrightsell buries another bank first three.
That is not how you draw it up. A near turnover, but Alabama able to corral the loose ball, and that was deep. It was matched up on Cliff Amore. He pulled up from about 26, 28 feet.
Wrightsell in the corner with 5:45 to go. This is as close as we've been since about the 10-minute mark of the first half. Driving, Wrightsell gives it off to Amore, now to Nelson. Spins, kicks, corner, Wrightsell, three, bottom, thank you. Much needed bank first three right there from Latrell Wrightsell, who now has 15.
Finish off glass. Sears. Wrightsell, their top three-point shooter, guarded by Smith. Shot clock to 8. Foul called. He is getting some open shots. Alabama giving that up in that drop coverage. Wrightsell, Reed, and Braden Smith fading for no reason. Phylon skip pass to Sears. Man, that was not an easy shot for Smith. No call. I'm okay with that play on. Wrightsell, Phylon. He is the only one who's made a three for Bama right now. He was 1 of 7 from 3 coming into this. Kaufman red game high 13 points. Oh, what a block. Oh, Maury went up to get it. Against 99% of players in college basketball, that's a bucket, but not against Cliff Amore. Wrightsell, back-to-back threes for the Tide. You just kind of felt like, Paul, that it was a matter of time before. Wrightsell, Phylon, back to Wrightsell. Sears from way downtown, got it. He shoots it with some incredible range, and he shoots it easy. Allen Fieldhouse is chaotic. Mackey Arena is chaotic. But both of those venues, some of the best we've got. Thank you, Alabama and Purdue, for playing this home and home. We need more of it in college basketball. Wrightsell. Air ball. He's their best three-point shooter. He'll try again. Second time
but
to go.
It didn't phase him one bit, Paul. And that's a guy that can get it going with one of the most efficient players in college basketball last year.
At Purdue, you saw the gold 6. By far, the most 6 over top 10 teams. Diabate hasn't been seen since the first pass. And there's 2.
Nelson have just never given an angle there. Made Kaufman-Renn score over the top.
This would be big. Offline. Nelson. Skip past to Wrightsell. Huge.
Boy, what a look, though. LeBaron Philon easily could have taken that shot, but he had the presence of mind. Saw Wrightsell on that wing wide open. Wrightsell just made one off that reload a couple possessions ago.
Nelson. Holloway. One of their best three-point shooters. Step back. Wrightsell to Sears. In and out.
Well, he's had some good looks. That's another driving kick that generates a good look.
Purdue leading the second-ranked team in the nation by 10. Sears. Wrightsell.
Yakachonis, and he gets him off a quick start with the 3.
Tom, he's all of 6'5" at that point guard spot, maybe even 6'6", so he can take and make guarded threes. A tough one goes down early for the Illini.
Latrell Wrightsell Jr., great three-point threat. Trying to penetrate. And the dump off Clifford Omori, who played against Illinois twice last season with Rutgers. Nelson for 3, and they're locked up early.
But it's coverage on that first middle ball screen. And they don't drop quick enough to get back in front of Tomislav Ivisic.
His twin brother, Big Z, played at Kentucky last year, now with John Calipari at Arkansas. Nelson sizes up another. Splash, he's got 2 threes early. Yakachonis, the freshman from Vilnius, Lithuania, played for FC Barcelona. Another triple goes. Alabama with an early 4-point lead. Both teams shooting over 60% from the floor. Aiden Sherrill is into the game for the first time for Bama. Here's a corner 3 again. This one belongs to Aiden Holloway. LeBaron Philon with the left hand. Latrell Wrightsell Jr. And a drive and a finish by Philon, the freshman from Mobile, Alabama's got. Sears' first shot attempt is off the back of the rim. Came 11 minutes into the half. Omori got it.
If you give up offensive rebounds to Alabama, you're in for a long night. A long night, because all they're going to do, Tom, at that point is reload quickly. Reload to set the tone defensively as an on-ball defender. That's a heck of a battle between 4 in orange and 1 in white. You've got a physical defender and offensive player going nose to nose.
Haven't seen much of number 10, Diabate, on the floor for Alabama. Here he is. Nelson from the corner.
At this spot, is it not? That right corner has been good to Grant Nelson.
Ivisic has knocked down a couple of threes this evening. Philon, the chicken wing, gets some space. Corner 3, and rattles home for Wrightsell. 4 on 3. Baseline floater, good. Double at Marquette since D-Wade.
Yeah. Man,
8-point Bama lead.
Did Marquette play hard? Stevie Mitchell was just a one-man press at all times. Defensive, what pass? Yes, sir. What a look by Grant Nelson out of that corner. Alabama, they keep those corners, the free throw line some this last 7 minutes. Score that clock stop. Watch out.
Nelson had one blocked by Ivisic a moment ago. Gives it up. And a beautiful reverse by Wrightsell. Two-man game. Nelson was cut off. Finally.
Time again, that cut. You know what I'm saying?
To the NCAA tournament, and they rolled all the way to the Final Four. Here's Latrell Wrightsell. Block, and they get Riley for the foul. Wrightsell's
One slip when you foul a three-point shooter if you're a coach. Like that's the one constant harassment And this Alabama team is you up. They play to their pace as well as fit his personnel. And they will be a tough out all year long in that big.
23's got to be happy. He's got big shoes to fill this year as they lost Jamal Shedd, who was so important. But I like his game and his size. And right away, Wrightsell answers with a corner three. Alabama wants to get up and down, make it a track meet. Houston's very deliberate in their half-court attack.
Uzan misses, gets his own. On the floor is Wrightsell. Great effort. That blue-collar effort that Nate Oates talks about. He's got a lot of high-level players, but he still tries to keep that blue-collar grind and theme that we saw at his time in Buffalo. Maybe not the case here. Another forced turnover by Houston. McCryer cannot handle the pass. Flying on the ground is Sharp.
Houston trying to get an easy one on the other end, and Cryer just could not hold the ball. And guys are scrambling. We know we're in November, but this game means
forces a turnover. Sharp drives. Sharp. Oh, denied. Oh, Morey with a rejection, and back comes Alabama. Wrightsell fires. Wrightsell hits.
And that's Alabama basketball.
There you go. You called it, Grant.
I mean, there's been 5 or 6 times where Cryer has come off that screen and roll wide open.
Wide open in the corner. A three-pointer down. Aiden Holloway. They have multiple opportunities here for Houston. Cryer, he's feeling it right now. Shut off, takes a tough shot. And Nelson is fouled. Picks up his dribble. Malik Wilson, left-handed drive. Cryer passes up a three. There's that little floater. In and out. Wilson board. Oh, blocked from behind. Diabate. Wrightsell, cross court. Ball's popping. Wrightsell fires. Down it goes. Latrell. Timeout. Lead tonight. Bama's up by 6. Houston on a 7-point lead. Oh, another block! Wrightsell closed out by Sharp.
It's incredible. Depending upon how many games you win,
They will initiate. Sears down on the block. Here he comes. And a foul. And the first one is good. They secure the rebound. Knocks it down.
Hard these teams play.
Appreciate that. Hasn't been always pretty. Roberts turning the corner. Active hands there by Holloway and forces the turnover. Here's Diabate now. Patient. Sears playing 4-on-4. Now Wrightsell gives it up. Sears wide open. Three-pointer is good. Mark Sears.
And great awareness there by Wrightsell.
Putting Alabama on the defensive end here for an eternity. Now a turnover. Alabama with a takeaway. Wrightsell looking for Holloway. Holloway drives, leaves it, and inside. Diabate. Great action by the Tide. Tyson Acuff comes in for Rutgers. Darian Reed cut off. Ball moves. Here's Wrightsell Jr. Catch. Three-pointer is down.
It's a basketball school.
NCAA tournament did back in 2021. They were back the next year in the first 4. NIT last year. Grant Nelson gets some space. He's taking on Martini. Max, it's everywhere. We'll have 4 games on Saturday. Harper missed it. Nelson. Notre Dame, a shorthanded Notre Dame team. And Rutgers got the win. And Dylan Harper went for 36. That's a 3-ball down. Latrell Wrightsell Jr. Driving is Diabate, gives it up. Nelson open for 3. Bailey closed quickly. Offensive rebound, Diabate. Bailey narrowly avoiding a foul. Rutgers has done a terrific job on the defensive end. Diabate in traffic, patient, recovers, and scores at the basket. Long drought before Steve Pikiell got him back in 2021. Up top for Nelson. Diabate leaves it beautifully for Grant Nelson. Want to force him right, but he's good with the right, too.
Look at this buddy ball right here. Great big-to-big pass.
Here comes Alabama, down 4. We approach the 1-minute mark. Wrightsell, nothing there. Now Sears drives. Sears runs into Martini, and a foul on 24 points against Houston. 12 of those
season marquee matchups.
Again, Sears in the paint, backs it out. Sears, good three-point shooter. Wide open, rips the cords. Alabama can make it a two-possession game. Alabama has 3 timeouts if Nate Oates wants one.
Sears has the matchup he wants here against Durkak, has been able to get by him and draw fouls.
Chewing up the clock here. And now Nate Oates calls the... Bama by 2 with the ball. 9 to shoot, coming out of bounds here. Sears gets to the basket, gives it up. Reed is fouled. To put it in here. And there's Nelson, and the quick foul comes. Coming in at 6-1. Alabama's lone loss was on the road at Purdue at Mackey Arena. Nelson with the rebound. In the corner, quick release on the 3-ball, and it's good. Latrell Wrightsell Jr.
And that's Alabama's game. You have to get back in transition.
Rebounds already. We're not even 2 minutes into this game. Wrightsell and
awareness. And of course, that's a part of their offensive philosophy. Maury comes over to help. No one helps the helper.
Here's Nelson. He's a major offensive weapon. This time he tees up Sears. Sears with big range, all fast. And we have to be ready for that adjustment. Alabama has gone small. Quickly, here's Philon for 3. Contested 3, and he hits one over Supreme Cook.
And that was a tough shot right there.
Into the game for the first time. Stevenson misses. Offensive rebound. Wrightsell sets up Bama with another chance. Driving and laying it in with a left hand on the attack for most of this first half. He's got Reed on him. Bamba trying to shake the big man. Reed moving his feet, cuts him off. Bartholomew for 3. Good to hear. Very little personnel and depth to work with, and they missed last year. Trying to get back to that March Madness promised land. Coming out of the timeout, their customary run in the NCAA tournament. Lost in the second round a season ago. Here goes Holloway. Little sidestep denied by out to Sears. Sears pushes across court. Wrightsell steps into a 3. Comes up short. Oh no. Wrightsell's down. He went to break for that rebound and goes down untouched. And this is never good.
Look, I thought he slipped.